Okay, hi everybody. It doesn't matter what's real. It only matters what they can make, what people believe, what they can make people believe. And they really don't, you think that they will, like, oh, that can't really feel good. No, I think in their case it really feels just fine. I think it really is just fine with them. You know, if for most normal people you think, oh, well, they're going to know that you're a fraud. You know, that like if you cheated on a test or something, yeah, you know, you're not going to feel good. No, they don't have that kind of guilt. This is the other thing. They have shame that's tied to getting caught. But their whole right and wrong is determined by them based on what they can get away with. It's determined on what they want. What they want is what they are entitled to having, and what they're entitled to having or whatever is what they can get away with. So, and they don't have any problem with that. They don't seem to have any quandary about lying about you or about making up any sort of story they have to make up, as long as it makes what they want to do okay. So they're only what might look like remorse or a conscience isn't. The closest thing they have is shame, and it will always be focused on their feelings. So how the difference would be, like, they'll talk about if they get caught doing something. I feel just terrible. I feel just terrible about that. And then you want to tell them, you know, that really hurt my feelings. Oh, do you need to keep talking about that? Don't you think I feel badly enough? So it'll be completely focused on them, and they still won't care about what your feelings are. They still won't care about that. And so, and it really, their whole thing is based on what they can get away with. And their shame will be purely about getting caught. It will not be about that they hurt you or anything like that. So it can be tricky to tell to be able to tell that apart, but they will never be stopped based on what it could do to you or how much it could hurt you, because they like to hurt you. They like to hurt you. It's not what I used to think. What I used to think up until just even a month ago, as with my mother and stuff, I thought, well, it's not that they like to hurt me. It's just that they won't avoid it. If what they want to do requires hurting me, they won't avoid it. I no longer believe that. I believe now that they actually went out of their way, that the pathological envy, and they had a sadistic pleasure in hurting me and went out of their way to do it. And then it ratcheted up. It wasn't always like that, but that over time, it got worse and worse and worse. So it definitely built, a groupthink built, and the things that they were doing, the things that the fact that they would be happy over my son dying is maybe not something that they would have felt like around the time when he was born. You know? Yeah, so I mean, it has ratcheted up over time and just gotten worse and worse and worse. And so they are no different than any other narcissist, any other malignant person with a cluster B. They are just as dangerous. They are just as lacking in remorse, just as lacking in empathy, and they don't care about you. Doesn't matter if you're their child or what. It does not matter. Okay, you guys, thanks a lot. I'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.